Okay, so this here, that opening hand and going first, beautiful. Now this is the first round, so I'm gonna go see what he's playing because 99% of people are pretty unoriginal when they play. Get out that elf first. Usually playing a bird or an elf first makes your opponent think you're playing Birthing Pod, but he's gonna see that I'm not now. I also noticed that all of his lands and most of his cards are foil. That means that I'm playing against someone who obviously. Oh, there goes my Elder. Oh, that's bad for him. Top deck. Uh, when you play someone who's playing all foils and, you know, all foil stuff like that, you get a little worried. But I could tell that he's playing the classic blue-black control deck in standard, Consecrated Sphinx or Grave Titan, maybe both. Jace Barrowin, not Jace Memory Adept. Uh, the Blue Black World Wake land. Yeah, tons of preordains or possibly ponders, Doomblades, or go for the throat. Um, I think that moving forward, I just think that Go for the Throat may be a little better than Doomblade, but he, obviously has the foiled promo one, so that changes everything. Now, I have a choice to make here. Now, I'm going to do something different. Sometimes people might drop down their sword, let it get countered, let them use a counterspell, whatever. Um, I just attack. And, by the way, I always, when someone ponders or they use a preordain, always look at your your little side thingy, see if they put cards on the top or bottom. That'll usually give away what they're currently doing, or if the guy's just unbelievably slow, like this guy was. Now, you're not going to understand this play at first, but remember, I'm playing a control deck, not your normal run of the mill deck. So I'm going to piss him off, either make him force a counterspell, or take out one of his dual lands and give him a 3/3. So now he's got to think about it, because I know he has a mana leak in his hand. He wouldn't have taken out my Llanowar Elf unless he had a mana leak. So, yeah, he took the 3/3. Now I've just slowed him down for one turn, which is good, because when you're dealing with a deck that, you don't want to deal with duress, okay, there goes the sword. I won't miss it that much. I mean, it'd be nice to have, but it's not the worst thing to ever happen. Now, I'm just going to. Now, he knows I have a snake in my hand, which is also going to be able to set him back. And now I could just go in and start bashing him. See, now the 3/3 for one of his lands to slow him down, that's a great trade off. Now, he's going to give me another land, which is going to make my Dungrove Elder larger. I have no issues with that since I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if he main decks it, but I'm pretty sure he has a Black Sun Zenith somewhere in his deck. That also gives me the mana to play all but 3 cards in my entire deck. So I'm pretty happy there. And his style of deck revolves around getting the 3 cards necessary to, getting 6 mana. It's basically what his deck is built around. It's kill everything on the board and then attack. Now I'm just gonna. Now he has no mana to do anything about this. So, and I don't care about his Jace. If he wants to let me draw, then I'm all for it. I mean, card drawing's fantastic. Why I didn't block, I'm not 100%, but now I'm going to play this, and I'm going to set him back another turn. It's all about, when you're playing a control deck, it's all about controlling your opponent's control deck. Yeah, I know that sounds retarded, right? Now I'm starting to sound like one of those pro-ish players. Um, So let him. He doesn't know what I have in my hand. It could be a Throne. It could be a Garrett. He doesn't know what's in my deck. That that Wasteland he's got up there is pretty useless. Um, but I'm just gonna keep attacking because there's no reason not to, and I'm gonna use my Snake to attack his Jace. Oh wait, no, I didn't. That wasn't smart. I should have used the Snake to attack the Jace to make sure that he blocks. But he blocks anyway, so whatever. It's down to 3, and drop my Wurmcoil, thinking it's gonna get countered. And any day now, just drop it. Drop the Wurmcoil. There you go. Okay, so Wurmcoil engine, which is the 6th Titan that no one wants to admit is a Titan. Now he just bounced it back to my hand without kicking it. That's also a massive advantage when you're, just think about it. I used a Beast Within on one of his dual lands. He didn't have the mana to kick it and draw the extra card. Granted, he top decks anyway and puts down a Batterskull, but he's basically told me he has absolutely nothing in his hand that can stop my 6/6 creature, my 2/2 death death thingy, and death touch, snake, and that's pretty much game. I'll drop the Wurmcoil engine. Even if he draws another land and gets out the Sphinx, he's dead next turn. If he gains 4 life, he's still dead next turn, because he won't be able to put the Batterskull on anything. So he's thinking, still thinking. I don't think he understands the game is over yet. Okay, so he blocks it. That's fine. He dies anyway. And I draw, I get, oh, okay, some fun stuff coming up. So I go into the sideboard and I make a terrible mistake. This guy, by the way, took all 2 minutes. I don't know what the hell he was thinking about. Maybe he was watching, maybe he was playing with one hand and the other one was kind of busy at the moment. But I figure I should take out the Batterskull because he'll be, I'd rather have the a way of either taking out tokens or taking out creatures. Originally, I was going to put in the Praetor's Council, but luckily for me, he took all 2 minutes, and I was able to rethink that strategy. Just don't overthink yourself when you're playing these kind of games. I mean, okay, putting in another Ratchet Bomb may have been a little smarter, but whatever, I'll live. So, and maybe taking out the Batterskull maybe wasn't the best idea, but it's a blue-black control deck. I'm not dealing with Tezzeret. I'm a pretty happy guy. And he's got no creatures outside of his big ones. So if I can get my small creatures out before he gets out his big creatures, I win the game. But he's going first, which is always difficult against any deck that has counter spells or Doomblades and the such. That's why I think Ratchet Bomb is so valuable in this type of game. Any day now. Come on, it's just sideboarding. I know you're putting in Black Sun Zenith. It's not that difficult to figure out. It's not like your deck is original. It's online. My deck, on the other hand, isn't. Okay, so I got my combo for, well, I guess you can call it a combo, my second turn 3-drop. But nothing I could do about that. I'm on the draw, which is very bad, and I drew a Naturalism, which is even worse. He already has out a blue and a black mana, which is a little worrisome. I was kind of hoping he would drop down maybe a basic land instead. Now, here... Okay, so I'm able to get out my... oh god. I actually outsmarted myself. I should call his bluff. If he has a counterspell, then he should use it on my Dungar of Elder, but I played the Torbor Orb. I mean, not the Torbor, but whatever that thing is. It explodes, things die, whatever. So, this guy with all his shiny cards, which, by the way, I had to turn off the shiny card thing, because, well, shit just gets annoying after a while. And here's where it starts to go downhill. Not gonna lie to you, this is not a good game for me. First, I should be putting counters on my uh, Ratchet Bomb. That, I don't have to worry about killing off his tokens. I need to worry about killing off my own. So he's thinking about it, thinking about it. He'll eventually counter it. I don't know why it takes him so long to think. But, a foiled promo mana leak. Very classy. What was that, like $5? I should have put a counter on. Really? $5 you're gonna spend on that card? Now, I have all 4 drops that I need to get into play, and I can't play a single damn one. So I'm just gonna attack him with my elf, who looks like he's on HGH still. He's actually being recruited by the Pittsburgh Pirates as a hitter. Now my opponent knows I'm screwed, because my style of deck, I should be able to play pretty much everything in it. Oh, Batterskull, that's great. Now I'll put a counter on my, it's gonna do a lot. It'll take out my elf. That's bad. Oh wait, yeah, I have a Naturalize. I bet he didn't see that coming. Too bad he's gonna have 6 mana next turn. Good, now I can get out some cards. Too bad it was about 2 turns too late. And it would have been nice if that Dunegrove Elder was on the board to maybe get him down some life. But now I'll start getting some mana out of the deck. I get some card draw, which is always nice. When you're playing blue-black control, or Caw-Blade, white-blue, or white-green, if you get out that Ratchet Bomb, start putting on counters, because you want to take out either his swords, or Gideon, or whatever he plays. Okay, now here comes a Consecrated Sphinx that's foiled. Of course, everything has to, Sometimes I think that people just steal their mom's credit cards and just go to town. Okay, now I got 6 mana, so I'm going to put another counter. It's way too late. You can drop this Primeval Titan, right? You're going to drop the Primeval Titan, right? Nope. No, he does not. Instead, I'm going to put out my Snake, and I'm going to kill off one of his lands about 3 turns too late, because he already has... He's going to be able to get 6 mana. He's going to be drawing approximately 2 cards every turn, so... come on, tap your foiled lands. Okay, Inquisition. That does nothing for him. Waste of time. I don't really care about that. That's originally why I wanted to put in the Praetor's Council, because I figure in late game, if he taps out, no, there's a 6 mana. Now I'm about to get screwed. 4 mana. Okay, yeah. He pops that back to my hand. I don't think he looked at my hand, though, because that really doesn't affect me much. I mean, I still can put out Thrun. I can still put out most of my hand, basically. Let me put another counter on. Personally, if I was him, I would have popped the Ratchet Bomb back to my hand. That would have probably been the smarter play on his part. But then again, common sense ain't so common now, is it? Now, I'm going to attack with my Snake, because I know he will not block. God forbid he loses one of, his 4 creatures? That's what I love about green decks, man. I can't play Control. Control is so boring. It's like, oh, I'm just going to sit here. You want to play something? Counterspell. You want to play a creature? Doomblade. You want to play something? Counterspell. Oh, Planeswalker. Okay, let me get this out in the play. Now there's my 6th mana. Because clearly I don't know why he popped that Llanowar Elf back to my hand. That was just, it was a waste of I mean, granted, yeah, he got to draw a card, but I don't see a purpose in it. So, what are you going to do? Like, waste 4 life and use a Dismember? Come on, stop taking your time. Well, I bet you he's like staring at my elf right now thinking, how the hell did I lose the first game to this deck? Are you joking me? What the censor? But he has his 6 mana, so everything he does now is about trying to beat me down. And trying to get a Black Sun Zenith, which, oh, okay, yeah, Inquisition. You know what I have in my hand already. If I would have had something of 3 mana or less, I would have played it. Like I did with that Llanowar Elf. Now he plays Batterskull. Baby Batterskull. I don't see a point, but apparently he really wanted to attack. I don't know. I have ways of destroying artifacts, so the fact that he cast the Batterskull without the 3 mana to bring it back to his hand may not have been the smartest of moves. Yeah, draw your 2 cards. See, this is where you get into the whole pattern of he's about to draw out his entire deck, which means everything that he... Now, but he gave me an opportunity. He should never have played that Batterskull. He knows what I have in my hands, so now I'm going to be able to play my Primeval Titan. And with it, I'm going to get myself some ways of getting rid of his lands, hopefully slowing him down a smidge. Oh my god. Tampa Bay just came back. I am watching the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Yankees in the final game. Oh my god, that is insane. Oh my god, it's all tied up. They came back from 7 runs down. 7 runs down in the 8th inning. Came back 7-6. And then won that. Oh my god, that is just insane. That is maybe... This is possibly the greatest comeback in the history of sports. I don't know why the hell you're watching this video. If you have the opportunity to watch this Rays game, if you're watching this on this exact day, at this exact moment, you better be watching this, even if you don't like baseball. Oh, wait, yeah, I forgot I'm playing a game. Just looking through his graveyard, all the cards that he has, you know, because they're pretty. They cost a lot more than mine. He also takes a while. What are you going to play now, bud? Black Sun Zenith. Knew it was coming eventually. The only issue is that I don't know how it's going to help him that much. I mean, it puts him at a disadvantage, lets me gain cards. My Primeval Titan is still on the board, for the moment at least. And I picked up a Garruk, which is good, but I think I make a terrible misplay. Ooh, that's always nice. Now, what's he gonna do? Jace. Now, here's where he can pretty much draw his deck if he wants. Hey, if he wants to give me cards and I'm playing mono green, give me all the cards you want. I have absolutely no issue with that. Okay, so this guy is slow. I don't know, maybe he's in Europe or something and their internet is done through carrier pigeons. Not 100% on that. Now, not sure why he attacked there. Well, yeah, I know why he attacked there, because he wasn't going to block with his Sphinx. Now he's sacrificing a lot of lands, which is good for me because I have two ways of destroying lands, which is always plus. Now I'm gonna get rid of his Batterskull before he can bounce it back to his hand. Wait, first I'm gonna attack. Take out his, or try and take out his Jace. Not that I really need to, though. I think that might have been a misplay. I should have just done damage to him. He's at 20. I mean, whatever. So, I shouldn't have taken Forest either. I should have taken my last two Wasteland type cards. But, because I don't think I'll see them the rest of the game. Now I'm in an interesting spot. What do I start killing off? Well, I gotta get rid of, yeah, that turns into a 3-2 unblockable. That's always good. Now I'm going to destroy his Batterskull, which is also good. Now I have the choice of what to play, and now it's not luck on his part, it's just he outdrew me. What I should have done is I should have used, well, here, you'll see in a second. There's Thrun. That was stupid, because that's only a 2-4. I just made it 3-3. So, and he's drawn so many cards that I know 100% that he has another one somewhere in his hand, or he'll draw it now. I mean, that was just a bad play with the Consecrated Sphinx. Why he's not playing Grave Titan, I have no clue. It's 5 mana, it's 6 mana. Now we'll play another Consecrated Sphinx, because apparently he only has 4 creatures in his deck. So God forbid I actually got a, what's it called? God forbid I actually played a Memoricide. I have no clue how he would win. What, attack me with his 3-2 unblockables that I could just destroy with my lands? I mean, this doesn't, Doomblade. Oh, there goes my Primeval Titan. It's got a 4-6 to block my Thrun. Ugh, that sucks. Now he's got a sack. Sacked a land again. Probably gonna sack another land because he thinks he has more than enough. Which is probably right. Because if I had done this correctly, I would have put him at 7 lands. Okay, so I picked up my next thing that turns into a 3-3. This is where I make a misplay. Well, not really a misplay. I don't think it's that bad of a play. I just think that he got exactly what he wanted, which sucks. But here, okay, so now I don't have to deal with any more Consecrated Sphinx, and I'm going to get out my Garruk. Now, since he only has 7 mana, and I'm sure he might have more, but a lot of his mana taps when it comes into play. I should probably take out one of his mana, but instead I have this crazy idea that I'm gonna attack with my Thrun and think that he's gonna double block, although he would never double block. I don't know why I thought that. But I'm gonna attack his Jace. I want to leave my mana open just in case I need to regenerate. Forgetting that I have another Thrun in my hand, by the way. It can't be countered. And then, to protect my Garruk, I put out this Birds of Paradise, thinking that it'll do the job instead of taking out one of his lands. Mistake. Mistake. That second Ratchet Bomb might have been really useful right about now. Like, insanely useful. As in, wipe out the board. Oh, there goes my Garruk. To another foiled promo Doomblade. And then he eventually. See, I'm not lagging. I got a good internet connection. Bought myself that new Cisco one. It's easy. It works. You know, it's easy to plug in. So he's gonna preordain first, even though he has like what, like 15 cards in his hand by now. Um, he probably got the card that he needed. Uh, yeah, he did. Because he only has 4 creatures. I should have never attacked with the Thrun. I think the Garruk alone could have beat him, but whatevs. Oh, Inquisition. That's good. He takes out my Birds of Paradise. I don't know why, but okay. You know, go him. So that's gonna kill off my Garruk, and I only have one more in the deck, and with like 30 cards or so left in deck, I seriously doubt I'm gonna see it again. So, that's bad. What am I gonna do? Make a copy of, no. So I'm gonna get rid of one of his lands, get rid of the one that, exiles creatures. Why? I don't remember now. It doesn't matter, getting rid of a land is a land. And now I'm just racing him, but I don't think I could win this race. You know, the whole conversation of Doomblade versus Go for the Throat, that comes up in about 2 seconds. Now he's going to search for his last 2 creatures in the deck, and he got it. There's a Sphinx. Now I'm like, yes, he has a consecrated Sphinx. That's fantastic. That means I can use my Phyrexian Metamorph on something. And don't ever use a Phyrexian Metamorph on a Thrun. Okay? I learned that the hard way. I wasn't paying attention. It was bad. Very, very bad. So he draws. I get a really late and unnecessary Viridian Emissary. I'm going to play this, which is costing me 2 life, by the way. But I'm going to copy his 4/6 flyer, which is also, you know, it's always nice. And play my little 2/1 mana fetcher, which is, I mean, it's not great, but getting mana out of your deck just means that you're going to be drawing cards, and drawing cards, always a good thing. Sadly, before his draw phase, he uses a Doomblade, another foiled promo Doomblade. I think it's only like $1.50 though, so it's cheaper than his foiled Seachrome Coast over there, or whatever the hell that is. And he has the game pretty much beat, but I tried to bait him into playing something, see if I could figure out something in his deck. There's another Jace. So his entire deck is based around. Explain to me why anyone would ever play this, but whatever. Great, drew mana, fantastic. Just explain to me the how a deck like this works. You have 4 creatures, creature removal, and counterspells. So doesn't Thrun the Last Troll kind of put a crimp in his step? Is that what the kids say nowadays? Crimp in his step? I mean, essentially he has 8 creatures with the lands, but he can't tap out, so that's only late game. And if he gets mana screwed, he gets mana screwed. Now, I know I'm going to die, but I just wanted to see what he has before I do anything. So, whatever. I block that. I'm dead. He's got 4 Doomblades, 4 Mana Leaks, 4 Turn the Tides, 3 Jace Barrowlands. And so far, only 1. I wasn't really drawing anything I would have got to play. It was just too late in the game. So, I'm going to go to sideboard and see what I could add that'll make this better, hopefully. Dismember is useless. It doesn't kill Consecrated Sphinx, and well, that's it. It doesn't kill Consecrated Sphinx. And since that's only the only 4 creatures he has, then okay. I'm gonna add another Naturalize just in case. Sort of Spa of Body and Mind, or whatever that is. Now he's going to take forever, so I'm going to get to second guess myself about 300 or 400 times. Why doesn't he play a Karn in his deck? I don't know. Whatever. So, this is a pretty good opening hand to screw him over. By the second turn, I'll be able to be putting him on the defensive immediately. Even though he'll have creatures, he won't have creatures. I mean, he'll have 3/3 creatures. I'll take the life to slow him down, because if I slow him down, then all I need is 1 Thrun or 1 Dungrove Elder, and there's nothing he could do. I mean, he could Black Sun Zenith, but he won't have the mana to do that. So, I'm at, and if I don't destroy the land, okay, so he gets rid of 1. If I don't destroy the land, then he uses up a counterspell, which is also a, that's a plus for me. But I'm going to do it on his untap so he can't attack me. Okay, good. I got my Thrun. I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to wait. Still waiting. Still waiting. There you go. Now, always do it during his untaps. You don't want him to have a the creature has summoning sickness and whatever. Either way, this really, really hurts him. Yeah, I gave him a 3/3, but at the same time, now he has nothing he can do that could stop anything that if I draw a mana. Yep, that's the game right there. I've slowed him down to the point where he cannot do a single thing. Even a Black Sun Zenith at this point wouldn't really affect me that much. Now, I mean, like, even if he puts down another land, that's fine with me. I got no problems. Okay, now that hurts a little bit, because, it would have been nice to play a, take out the rest of his lands. Okay, now that's the game right there. May not seem like it, because, he's a little guy. But, Dungrove Elder, he's a 3/3. I have no arguments with that. I also have a way of taking out when he gets that 4th land, which he needs to use his boomerang with kicker. That's also very useful, because I want to put him on the... I want to make him just as defensive as possible. So I'm just going to attack him with the Throne again. I'm going to play the Solemn because... instead of the Metamorph, because, getting another creature out on the board with the ability to draw cards, maybe I'll get a Naturalize, or another mana would be nice. Because once my Dungrove Elder gets big, it's going to be painful for him, especially since he only has 3 mana, and really no way to deal with my 2 hexproof creatures. Okay, so I'm going to play a Birds of Paradise. Oh no, I'm going to... okay, good. Yeah, I'm taking out one of his lands. See, now, most people would say, oh, you used that on a land? Like, what are you, stupid, Okay, he's going to counter my Birds of Paradise. That says to me, well, A, he took out his mana leaks for flash freezes, which is a big signal to me. That tells me that artifacts are going to be fine. I'm not gonna deal with them getting countered and whatnot. So I get to draw, which is nice, and there's my mana. So now he's gonna deal with things that I just don't think he can deal with. If I get one more mana, it's game over. So, because even a Black Sun Zenith at this point wouldn't really do anything. That sucks. So I'm just going to hit him again with the Thrun. I mean, he would need another another mana, and that would wipe out his only creature. And now no, I'm not gonna do it yet. I'm gonna wait one more turn. The Birds of Paradise would have been nice. Could have cast it without paying any mana. Now he's gonna, I think, what? Doomblade, Preordain? Oh, Jace. Yeah, okay. So he's telling me right now that he's screwed. You know, by pulling out the Jace and leaving yourself unopened the counter, that he was mana screwed, and he just top decked probably a mana. So, I have him on the ropes right now. I am beating a guy who spent way too much money on a bunch of shiny ass cards with my mono green standard deck that doesn't even have, you know, like any like top of the line $50 mythics in it or whatever. And it hasn't been, it's not a deck list taken from online. So now ooh, it's just ugly for him right now. Now even a Black Sun Zenith I don't think will save him. Now I just gotta wait a little bit, attack first, and that's it. That's game right there. I just beat a really expensive deck with a cheap deck, and he's pissed.